And there we go. You can see a great shot of the field here at the Starfire Sports Stadium in Seattle. Beautiful day. The sun just starting to set over into the west now. As we see some more semi-final action, the last of the quarterfinals for the women's bracket. San Diego kicking off and well recovered. This is a good start from this very impressive outfit out of San Diego. Ball moves out to the left now. Let's see what they can do in attack. Nice little switch back inside. We talked a little bit earlier about some of the fantastic athletes here. Nearly every one of their players has had some sort of involvement at the OTC at one stage or another. And you'd have to think, you know, the proximity to the Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista to San Diego has to help this San Diego outfit.
Not to mention head coach Richie Walker integrated into that program. He'll actually be taking on the job of coaching the Youth Olympic Games team for the youth age grade program in Nanjing, China, coming up soon. Contributing in many levels of the game, which leads to the success of different programs that we're seeing today.
Oh, definitely. It could be a turnover here from the Harlequins. It is. They're going to have the ball. They push it forward. That's a nice little run there, getting through his chow. But it's turned over again. And here's one of those athletes we talked about. That's the number 7, Nia Williams. She has fantastic footwork, quite new to the game, and she breaks her way through. Can't get past the last line of defense. She'll get a penalty, though. Looks like a high shot, maybe a late swinging arm. Quick tap, and they're on the attack again through Lorenz. She passes it out to her left. Beautiful stuff by Zaluka. She distributes on again. Nice little ball to Martin. We've seen her quite a bit, but they've lost the ball here, San Diego. Quick turnover, and let's see what Atlanta can do in attack. Well, they've turned it over straight away as well. And that's the beauty of sevens. It's just such a fast-paced game. Here we go, coming out now. Turns it back, Martin. Oh, she's put it down. There's absolutely no one in front of her except the try line. And she's dropped what you would think would be a guaranteed 5 points there for San Diego. So, big time let off the hook for the Harlequins out of Atlanta.
Dan, we've seen that a couple of different times today where players start to see that white line and just take their eyes right off the ball at the last split second, knocks on in front, especially when there's no defensive pressure. It's really just an issue of concentration, making sure you see the ball into your hands.
It definitely is, and this will give Atlanta a chance to get out of their own end. Big scrum, spins around, referee pulls it up. Let's see what he rules here. He's going to repack it, and the ball will remain with Atlanta. We see Nia Williams in defense is slotted back into that sweep roll, so there is some value out to the left. They can keep the ball in hand. They're not spread too far wide. The furthest player to the left is right underneath the goalpost, and they come that way now. They're going to back themselves with the space on the outside for speed. Fakes a turn inside, but unfortunately goes straight to a San Diego player. Dives on top of the ball. That's number 11 in Zaluka. Digging away here. Good counter ruck from Atlanta as they come out to the left. Nice little ball for Lorenz. She turns back inside there for Miller. She's tackled right on the 22. Comes again to Zaluka. She's looking to get her arms free. Good defense from the Harlequins, though. Ball pops up to Martin. Here we go. You see young Trulio, Elizabeth Trulio, marshalling her troops to get in there and secure that possession. Now the ball comes out. There's Miller again. Looking back inside to Lorenz. Can't find it this time, but she hits the ruck hard. Still with San Diego as they come out to the right. Could be trouble here as Martin finds Williams on the outside. She's going to go all the way. Oh, she's just too good. Young Nia Williams, and she dots it down for the first try here in the quarterfinal. 5 points to 0 San Diego, and just a fact of just pure athleticism there from Nia Williams to finish that off.
Certainly, her teammates have described her as the best athlete on this team, which is a lot to say for an extensive program that has a number of different athletes from different backgrounds. She's been nicknamed Fancy Feet, too, as we saw, just able to really cut up different defensive systems. And she does a fantastic job there to put points on the board for her team.
Yeah, Fancy Feet. Let me tell you, Katie Worst and I were at the dance floor last night. Those were some fancy feet as well. Maybe not as convincing as Nia Williams' feet out there, but we're practicing. We're getting better.
I certainly wish I could move like Nia.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably still be playing if I could move like her. She's outstanding. And like we said, very new to the game. So, you know, it's exciting this year. One thing I've noticed is how many of these players here are pretty new to rugby within, 12 to 18 months and how well they're doing. It's just an indication of how well the game's doing over here. As we get things restarted, nice deep kick goes down to the Harlequins, and they will look to attack out of their own end. Nice little distribution there by Wooden as she moves out to the right, and a good run as they get it back up towards halfway. That's through Heather Hale. And she's going to get a penalty here, tackling, not releasing. They're going to go quickly. That's Jessica Wooden again. Looks back inside, can't find anyone. Ball goes to ground. Referee's going to pull it up. And that was a good little effort there from the Harlequins to get the ball from the kickoff and take it 70-odd metres downfield. Again, the last pass just not sticking for them.
Certainly, Captain Jessica Wooden probably maybe just a little bit off in the timing. Had her support just overran her just a little bit. Maybe should have held on to that one. We'll see how they recover here in the scrum.
Yeah, good indication here. The set piece, let's see what they can do. San Diego, great push from the Harlequins. Really on the 7th scrum, it's whoever initiates the best push at first usually wins. And the Harlequins there definitely got the better of the San Diego side. Let's see what he's got here, not rolling away. The tackler again. They go quickly on the tap. Martin with a tough pass goes to ground, out to the left. Not 10, so they're going to bring it back again, reset things. Referee not happy with where Atlanta Harlequins were. So San Diego now will slow things down, get themselves set up. Ball pretty much in the middle of the field here, about 30 out from their line. They move it to the left. Quick tap taken there by Trulio. She comes across and finds Nia Williams again, the try scorer. She's well contained this time. Another penalty. You kind of get the feeling, Katie, the referee's going to get sick of these infractions and is probably going to pull a card eventually.
Yep. At this point in the tournament, there's just a number of teams that's having a little bit more of a struggle to get to their feet, taking a little bit of a rest extra around the breakdown. Fatigue starts to set in and really makes a match official's job difficult.
It certainly does. We've got a tip of the hat to the referees here today. They've all done a fantastic job, and it is a tough ask, a big tournament here. A lot of games going on. The refs out in the middle struggling just as much as the players to recover after the games, but they've done a fantastic job too. And that was a beautiful kick from the penalty. Picked up probably about 30 metres there for the San Diego side and then takes them into Atlanta's territory with the throw. Good throw. Beautiful stuff coming around there. Looking for the little short ball to Martin. Beautiful line from her. She breaks through. Well contained though. Nice little tackle from Heather Hale again. Ball comes out to the right. Look out, here's Williams again. Just give her the ball in space and let her do her thing. Watch the footwork. Steps back inside, well contained. That's a great tackle from Lara Gardner to contain the dangerous Williams. And looks like she's turned it over too. Great stuff there from the 15, Jessica Wooden. You talked about her, the captain of the team here, and definitely a captain's knock there, getting the ball. Whistle goes for half-time. San Diego leading by the slender lead of 5 points to 0 over Atlanta at Drinks in this last quarterfinal. And Katie, probably what we expected. The intensity is definitely lifts from the pool play into the finals play. The quarterfinals all been very impressive so far. This game, no exception, just 5 points to 0. San Diego have definitely had the better running, but Atlanta not out of this by any stretch. What do you think they need to do here in the second half to get the victory?
I mean, you would say that San Diego's definitely in the driver's seat so far in this game, but have left a couple of opportunities begging. Just a little bit of a misfire. There's just a little bit of flatness coming up due to fatigue. If I'm the Atlanta Harlequins, I'm taking a look and saying, how can we spread the field a bit more, make sure that we're making San Diego work as hard as they can for the points? Yeah,
definitely. It's a funny thing, you know, sevens rugby, anything can happen. The bounce of the ball can change the complex of a game, you know, in a heartbeat. And I kind of get the feeling, you know, you see it very often. A team is in the driver's seat. They pressure. There's a turnover, length of the field try. I kind of get the feeling that, you know, if Atlanta can keep defending the way they are, they're defending very, very well, especially in their red zone. Something might come their way. And I just hope that San Diego, I know Richie Walker, a very good coach, he's probably not going to be having this with his team, but you hate to think that they're maybe looking past the Harlequins a little bit towards the semi-final against the Berkeley All Blues.
Yes, it's very detrimental to look past this program. I mean, what they've been doing all throughout the day is just capitalizing on different mistakes. So it's anybody's ball game at this point.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we're about to get back down to action here. The second half, 7 minutes away from deciding who goes on to the semifinals to face the Berkeley All Blues there. Will it be the Atlanta Harlequins or the San Diego Surfers? Here we get a good look at young Heather Hale with the ball in hand. She's about to get things restarted with a kick. Got all her team lined out to her right-hand side for this restart. And her target here is probably going to be the 23 in Kimberly Knipe. I've been very impressed with her tournament so far. She's come on the second half here. good athlete. She's got quite a bit of bruising on her right leg. I don't know if she's copped a knock or something during the game, and that's why she was held out, and this doesn't seem to be affecting her running, but keep a watch out for 23, Kimberly Knipe. She's a fantastic athlete, and speaking of fantastic athletes, there goes one now. Elizabeth Trulio making huge yards down the right-hand side, right up towards the halfway line. Ball comes out now, goes back inside. That's Danielle Miano. She has had an absolutely outstanding tournament. Possibly the MVP of the women's bracket so far. A long way to go, but she's been that good. Lets the runner goes right behind her there. No one was impeded. It's play on. Beautiful run here from Molly Martin. Finally dragged down about 10 meters out from the line. Ball comes out. It's free game. Trulio goes in there. Gets swarmed on by the Harlequins defense. Now Molly Martin steps into scrum half. Moves the ball across to also Martin. Now it comes out through the one in Matthews. Looking for some runners. Unfortunately, handling error comes down. You talked about the opportunities in the first half that San Diego blew. You have to think that that was another one there to help try to stretch their lead out to a more comfortable zone. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground again and gives a breath of life back into this Harlequin side.
A couple great decisions by Coach Richie Walker to sub in Molly Martin, a player that we've seen all day that's just so dynamic. Has a great deal of experience playing with the Atlanta side. Has seen tours to Fiji and Spain. And this is actually her third season with the Surfers and really has been a great impact player for San Diego.
Yeah, you talk about the Atlantis young Emil Singh over there. Has just had his thousandth player represented for the Atlanta side. A great touring seven side. And obviously a lot of fantastic players have strapped on the Atlantis jersey over the years.
I'm certain he's watching from home now, just picking out the different players he's impacted in the program and how much they've done for Sevens rugby here in the U.S.
Oh, well, he's a great guy, the wizard they call him. I remember being out at camp with the Sevens at San Diego and sitting up on the hill there where the BMX track is, and we watched training together. And it's amazing, you know, how smart the guy was and what he was seeing that, you know, otherwise would have just gone through, and just a great student of the game, and he's given so much back to the game in terms of not only the Atlantis rugby, but his contribution to rugby in the US as well has just been outstanding. Here we go. We'll get back to the action here. Heather Hale goes back down to the blind side. Harlequins have 90 meters to go to try to get some points on the board. They haven't had much success busting through this San Diego side thus far here this afternoon. Let's see what they can do as they're on their own 22. Trying to drive it forward. San Diego looking to hold it up here. They've turned it over. Good stuff from there. Matthews moves it out to Martin. Here's trouble if it comes out. There's the other Martin. Molly Martin, one-on-one. Can she get around the corner? Oh, what a beautiful grassing tackle there from Lara Gartner. Sensational stuff from Gartner to drag down. That's a crucial tackle to keep them alive here in this game. Comes back now. Here's Milano. She's Tubble. Drifting across field. Needs a straight runner. Finds it. And beautiful pass there. And Miller. She's tackled, and they'll get the turnover, Harlequins. They need to go quickly here. Just 4 minutes left on the clock.
Just a couple of really strong tackles there by Gartner, and then the iconic Patty Jervey, just a tackle that was needed at the right moment.
It certainly was. Beautiful one-on-one tackling. You talked about how dangerous Molly Martin is. You'd think one-on-one all day, she's almost got the better of her opposite player. Huge tackle there from Matthews. Cara Matthews, crunching tackle. Let me tell you, she's come in and put some hurt on Heather Hale. Heather Hale, to her credit, gets up and dusts it off. She's a tough little cookie, but there's a mistake coming and now gives San Diego a chance to attack deep inside Atlanta's territory.
Just a pure force of that tackle to cause the knock-on, something that's really given them a tactical opportunity here for San Diego.
There you see the size difference. Cara Matthews towering not only over her opposition, but her own players as well, and showing that size advantage. She comes in to make that tackle that forces a knock on. Some changes coming now as Strohecker comes into scrum half. She's been a handy little player. She moves it across to Milano. Looking outside to Martin. One-on-one, she's dangerous. Can't get through the tackle of Hale though. She gets dragged down about 22 out from the line. Milano dives in, brings it across. Beautiful flat pass from Neighbor. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful stuff from Cara Matthews, just breaking through tackles, gets the arms free, offload to Milano. Ball goes sideways, play on, Strohecker with the ball. She gets dragged down. Milano jumps in. She needs some runners. There's a lot of hands on knees. Penalty. Not releasing the ball after being tackled there. Looks like she might have got the number 10 in Moshana Miller. And this is huge for the Falcons. The Harlequins. I've got NFL on the brain. It's preseason start. I've got to stop watching that stuff. This is a real game, not that garbage, the NFL. Here we go now. Harlequins on the attack. Moving across field. Oh, tap down. Could be a penalty here. Intentional tap down. Yes, referee agrees. He'll blow a penalty. Reaching into the pocket, he's going to give a card. That's a big call, takes him down to 6. Oh, Martin, is given a yellow card, and with minute 50 left on the clock, they will finish out this game with 6 players. That's a big call, Katie.
Certainly, we've got a number of experienced athletes here out for the Harlequins due to substitutions. Could make all the difference being 1 player down.
It certainly is. They've got some fresh legs out there. Nice little offload. One more. Oh, it just doesn't go to hand. Cara Matthews does incredibly well. If that ball could have gone to Can for Kimberly Knight, she was away. Now the Surfers turn defense into attack. Beautiful stuff there from Miller. She runs across field, finds Milano. Miano's going to go all the way. They're not going to stop her, and just like that, the turn of events, it hurts the Harlequins. They're down to 6 players. The Surfers, doesn't matter. They go 50 and put it down for a try that you would think Katie Wurst would seal the game for them here today and put them into the semi-finals.
Miano just really bought the insurance that this San Diego Surfers team needed. And well done by the team to just, despite the yellow card and being down a player, just create something out of nothing and secure what we would say a little bit of breathing room for the team in the last waning minutes.
Yeah, definitely. And it comes down to Cara Matthews again. She's the one who knocked that pass down, was able to regain possession. I mean, Kimberly Knight was away down this sideline in the 23 jersey. She's showing that she's got a phenomenal pace, and she's a great finisher. She could have got that ball. She would have probably run it under the post, and we would have linked out a 7-5 scoreline. Quick turnaround, though. Conversion's unsuccessful, so San Diego's just leading 10 points to 0. That's a 2-score game with just 25 seconds on the clock. And look at them, in absolutely no hurry to get this started. A very, very good move here from Miano, showing her experience in the Sevens game. And the torpedo dropkick. It's an art form, the torpedo dropkick, Katie. Very few have perfected it. Miano showing she's one of very few who can do it. They're going to attack to the very end, though, the Harlequins. Beautiful run there. Turning it back inside. Ball goes to ground. Look at Matthews coming through again. Now Jennifer Seavers on. Good work from her. Ball goes to ground. Look at this swarming defense from San Diego, just forcing the Harlequin players back. Well done, though, as she drops the ball down and picks it up very quickly there, the Harlequins player. And then the penalty coming in from the side. They've got to go quickly as time's expired. Hale takes a tap, moves it out to the left. That's Ostinsky. She moves it across even further now, looking for some value on the outside. It closes down quickly. Cara Matthews, she comes up and shuts it down. They could have turned this over, San Diego. Yes, it's with them. Let's just see if they kick it out. They do. Very nice veteran play there from Amy Neighbor. That ends the game. Final score of 10 points to 0. San Diego over the Atlanta Harlequins. And quickly, tomorrow's semi-finals now will be North Virginia Rugby Nova